Hey guys, welcome back to Public Speaking. Today me and DC are going to talk about just being comfortable in like a solo situation, so that could be like Zoom or like making a YouTube video or just any scenario. It'll work pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'll get DC to kick us off and I'll just jump in and see how we go.
Yeah, so firstly, something that we've talked a lot about in pretty much every previous video we've done, I think we've mentioned it. Good way to make yourself kind of feel comfortable and psych yourself up is to make sure you plan stuff out. So at least dot points of like what you're going to talk about or what your video is going to be about, or if you're doing, I don't know, if you're recording yourself, so whether that be like podcasts or radio or something along those lines, still have a plan of what you're going to do and talk about.
Yep.
Another thing is make sure all your equipment's set up before you start, because again, that's kind of like a safety net. So if you're setting up at a desk or with a camera, or if you're using like a microphone to record your voice or something, again, double check before you officially start to make sure it's all working right.
Yeah. Like the first time we ever set up for public speaking, we didn't check all that and we filmed the whole video and there was no sound. And we're just like, how are we going to fix this one now?
Yeah, we were also like, that was really good, and we were like really disappointed because like the other one wasn't quite as good, and it was like, so we were like, damn.
Just make sure you check all your audios and make sure you got enough battery on your camera and enough memory space on your SD cards, and your show will be right.
Yeah. When we're doing it like this, obviously Tay and I can bounce off each other, so we feel more comfortable when we're doing it together.
Yep.
But it's always a bit more awkward when we have to do it solo.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, and I have to psych myself up, so I'll be like standing in front of the camera and I'll literally be like or something like that, and I'll just get like try and get all of those like out before I start talking, and I'll just be like or something. It's like it'll be like the weirdest things just to try and get myself like psyched up, and then I'll just try and get into it as best I can.
I try and get all my laughter out before I start, because I know halfway through the video I was laugh. Like,
I don't actually laugh at myself. I'll like do something and then I'll be like, oh, that's not it, and then get frustrated, and then I'll be like, I realized one time I just kept stuffing up and I was like, and I just do that every time I stuff up. It's like a frustrating like tick.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I'd be like, why did I say that? Or like, there'd be a few times my voice would crack and I'd be like, nah, my voice cracked, start again.
I'll do that a lot. I'm like, oh, my voice just cracked and we're restarting. Just another one, we've talked about this a fair bit, but it's just to relax, take your time, and go in like if you're doing like a YouTube video like we are, go in like a chilled environment, so go somewhere quiet. If you need a drink of water to get yourself like relaxed a little bit, bring a drink of water in. I don't think anyone would care if you have a sip of water halfway through a video. And yeah, like even just rehearse it beforehand if you've got some kind of script or anything like that. And if you're like, oh, this doesn't make sense, get like your workmate or someone, your family members, to read over it before you like do it, because a different set of eyes can make it, they can pick up a little bit more if you've accidentally stuffed up. So it's a good way to get it right, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they can give you ideas too, because also if you are doing a YouTube video and you're doing something comedic, so you want to like relay them out to a friend or a family member and just see if it's funny or not.
Yeah.
Also, like Tay was saying, with like being in a chill environment and everything, something I just picked up on myself doing is make sure you take your time when you're speaking, because sometimes once you get like in the zone of something, you're like the speed of how you talk, it just picks up, and I naturally talk really fast anyway, so it's something I always gotta be aware of. So yeah, just take your time with it. You don't need to rush through it.
Yeah.
And again, like you're editing, there was one time I was filming myself again and I kept stuffing up, so I would want to stop recording and start over, but I'd literally say to to the camera, I'd be like, I'm editing this, it's fine, and then keep going.
But I know when I don't edit, I just send it all to Danica. I'm like, oops, I stuffed up. Danica, edit that one out.
Yeah. Or it's like our awesome person, Megan. I'll be like, hey, Megan, this is awkward, but, you know, do this or cut this bit together because I keep stuffing up or whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah. If you have any more tips that you use or anything that relates to being comfortable when you're doing public speaking, comment down below, hit the like button while you're there, and subscribe to USpace. See you all next week.